Okay, so hello. This recording is for confirming and establishing the counselling relationship. I'm Jasmine. This is my study buddy Ashley, and we'll be conducting assessment B on the bio-psycho-social spiritual assessment. So before we start, we're assuming that Ashley has completed the recording, counselling recording consent form. She's signed and dated it, and she's also completed the confidential information sheet. The counselling agreement Ashley's looked at. We'll be discussing it during the session. And this recording will go for 30 minutes. A time has been set, and when it goes off, it's going to buzz and the recording's going to stop. But we're assuming that we'll continue with the counselling session. Okay, I guess we'll start.
Yep.
All right. So thank you very much for being here, Ashley.
Thank you.
And thank you for filling out the forms. So I can see here that you've completed the recording consent form.
Yep.
It's been signed and dated, as well as your confidential information form.
Yep.
Okay, so I just wanted to run through a couple of questions I had with this form, if that's okay.
Yep.
Okay, so your year of birth is 99, so you're 19.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And it's saying here that you're a student. Are you a full-time or part-time student?
Full time.
Okay. And you're a childcare educator / coordinator.
Yeah.
Are you full-time or part-time or casual?
I'm part time, but I work full time hours. My
Wow.
contract is part time, but I work full time hours.
Okay. So how many hours would that be in a week?
It can be 35, 40, depending on the week. Yeah.
Okay. So, and full-time studies is how many hours a week? Do you go to class, study, or?
I study seminar based, so I do most of it online, and I go in once a term.
Okay.
But I would be spending about 4 hours a day.
Okay.
Maybe more.
Right.
Yeah.
So maybe 5, 6 hours, maybe 4 to 6 hours a day.
Yeah, 4 to 6 hours a day, maybe more.
Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe even 25 to 30 hours of study or more, depending on peak times.
Yeah.
Exams.
Usually 30 hours a week, I'd say.
Okay.
I'm not very good at maths, but maybe 30 hours a week.
Yeah, that sounds like it's a busy schedule that you have.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, and we'll talk about that later, because I can see here that you're referred by your regional manager.
Yeah.
And the main problem that brings you here is because you feel stressed about work.
Yeah.
With upcoming assessment and ranking project, and overwhelmed with responsibilities, especially trying to prioritise church relationships. Wow, so there's a lot there.
Yeah.
Certainly want to help you with that.
Thank you.
And we will. And I just wanted to go through a couple more things with paperwork and just check in on how you're going, and we'll go from there. So you had a read of this counselling agreement, Ashley?
Yep, I've read through it. I'm happy with it all, so I'm
Okay.
happy to sign it.
Oh, are you? Okay. Sure. Before you sign it, I should mention a very important condition or terms in there. It's the confidentiality clause. Your information, your client notes are confidential. They're treated confidentially. They're safe and securely locked in a cabinet, and you can have access to it. However, there are limits to confidentiality when it comes to, for example, if I think that you're at serious risk at self-harming, like for example planning to have a suicide plan, or anyone else that could be at serious risk of harm, even children. As a mandatory reporter, I am obligated to report that.
Okay.
Yeah, and other exceptions could be subpoenas. The court might request for your information, or some insurance claims, and also if I feel like I need to speak to my supervisor about your case, I will ask you first, your permission in the first instance, but that could possibly happen. But my supervisor is also bound by the confidentiality
Okay.
terms, so it would be just between us.
Okay.
Are you okay with that?
Yeah, that all
Yeah?
sounds pretty good.
Okay, thanks. No questions?
No,
That-
that's it.
Okay. All right. So yeah, if you're happy with that,
Yeah.
You
Sure.
can sign. Thanks.
Okay.
Thank you. Thanks very much. So the paperwork's out of the way. And it says here that you've been to counselling before.
Yeah, I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was that like? Want to tell me a bit more about that?
Yeah, it was just for a little bit I went, and it's just kind of the same thing, stress related. Yeah.
Okay.
It was okay. I liked it.
Yep.
But yeah, I stopped going because I felt like I really didn't need it anymore. But now I'm feeling like I really do need it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. So you felt comfortable previously with your counsellor before, and you enjoyed it. It helped you.
Yeah.
It was beneficial.
Yeah.
Okay. So because it's our first session, I just wanted to check in on how you're feeling about right now, what's happening here.
Yeah,
Are you
I'm feeling.
okay?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling kind of excited to like be able to work through this.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah,
Okay.
it's
So
been hard dealing with it alone.
okay. So you're looking forward to sharing and offloading,
Yeah.
and hopefully coming up with some solutions to reduce that anxiety.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I guess we'll get started.
Okay.
If you could just tell me what's happening at work for you, and why it's feeling overwhelming and stressful.
Yeah, I think work has been the main source of my stress at the moment. We're going through assessment and ranking, which is just when someone from the child welfare unit comes in and they pretty much look at everything, every one of our paperworks, make sure we're doing we have a national quality standards, and they're making sure we're doing all of those standards.
Okay.
And then they rank us if we're meeting, we're working towards, or we're exceeding. So we've just been trying to get all of that up to date.
Right.
And we have some missing paperwork, some missing parent signatures on enrollment forms and all those kind of things. And work's been asking me to come in. I usually start at 1 or 2.
Okay.
And they've been asking me to come in at 8 in the morning.
Wow.
And,
Okay.
yeah.
So that's a lot of extra hours every day.
Yeah. And I'm supposed to finish at 6, but I've been staying back from 7:30.
Okay.
So, it's just that taking up a lot of my time.
Yeah.
Because I'm a coordinator,
absolutely.
there's a lot that I have to do. My signature needs to go on a lot of things, and I
Okay.
need to be aware of everything because I'm going to be asked
Yeah.
when the assessment officer comes.
Okay.
So, yeah, I've just felt really stressed about it all.
Okay, so it sounds like there's quite a bit of responsibility now and extra workload and duties on top of what you're currently doing.
Yeah, it's a lot more than I usually do. Usually there's child profiles and child reflection sheets, daily reflection sheets.
Yeah.
And I'm doing all the little stuff, fridge temperatures and hazard checklists, and that's okay. But now I feel like I'm doing 2 terms worth of work in the past 3 weeks.
Okay, so it's been really crazy busy.
Yeah.
Sorry to say crazy busy, but very busy for you for the last 3 weeks.
It has been crazy busy. It's been,
Alright.
and then I study full time, so
Yeah.
I've been staying up until like maybe sometimes 5 in the morning
Oh,
to
okay.
just try and
Yes.
to do all my assignments and do all my schoolwork. Because when I wake up the next morning, I know I'm going to get a call from my regional manager saying, "Can you please come in early?" But yeah, so
Okay, so it sounds like you're really trying to focus on work because it's urgent and you're needed. Unfortunately, because of your workload, you're sacrificing rest and sleep
yeah,
to get things done.
yeah.
How are you coping with that?
My sleeping schedule hasn't been the best lately because of
Okay.
this, because I have so much work to do.
Yeah.
And the last time I went to counselling, this is something that I did. One of the things I was doing was not sleeping because I was stressed. Not that I can't sleep, but that there's a list of things in the back of my head that haven't been done, and I'm not going to feel at peace going to bed if I know they haven't been done.
Yeah. Okay.
And so I have been sacrificing a lot of rest and a lot of sleep
Yeah.
by just staying up and doing schoolwork.
Okay, so instead of having a routine sleep habit, you have chosen in the past to complete the things that are on in your head that you need to do so that you can feel at peace and then go to bed.
Yeah.
So you're still prioritizing tasks, completing tasks versus sleep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Haven't really thought about sleep as a task.
Yeah.
It's not really. It's more like something that I just have to do or I'll die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a survival need.
Yeah. Like I
Like
know I'm
breathing.
gonna fall asleep one day, but might as well just try and get everything done so I can sleep, you know.
Okay. So part of what I like to do actually is for the first couple of the sessions, I like to find out more information about you, just so that I understand you, your lifestyle. I'll be asking questions about your health, your relationships, how you're feeling, your thoughts, what you're thinking, how it's affecting you, and your spirituality.
Okay.
So as I get more and more into understanding and learning about you, I'll be asking questions relating to those 4 aspects. Are
Okay.
you okay with that?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, so just speaking of sleep, sleep's important. I know it's just something that you happen to do, but it is really important. And how many hours of sleep do you think you need to function at a good capacity?
Like that people usually need.
Oh, just for you.
Just for
personally?
me?
Yeah.
I can survive with 5 hours sleep.
Okay.
Probably not the best thing.
Okay.
But in the past, 5 hours sleep, I've been able to, my mind's been completely there. I've been able to do that. But I'd like to get at least 7 hours sleep.
Okay, so ideally 7 hours is your kind of target,
Yeah.
but you can obviously survive, function okay, or even well in 5 hours.
Yeah.
And how many hours of sleep do you think you're getting every day, every night?
Lately?
Yeah.
For the past 3 weeks, maybe 3.
Wow.
Yeah. Sometimes
Okay.
there'll be a day in there that I'll get 6 hours sleep. Like one day when maybe a Saturday.
You'll catch up.
Yeah. But
Is it enough or?
no, I'm really tired.
Okay, so you're really tired,
Yeah.
and you have been tired for the last few weeks. 3
Yeah.
weeks.
I have been tired. But I just haven't been able to sleep.
Yeah.
Just have so much to do. No
Yeah.
time for sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I can imagine with your work schedule being so busy, and then you've got your deadlines with your studies and keeping up with that, it would be a lot, and it would be hard to unwind and relax at the end of the day, especially when you're thinking about all the things you still have to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, we'll get into that a little bit more in detail, because it's something that would be good to address. Healthy sleeping habits is important.
Yeah.
You know, when you have a good night's rest, you're able to be more effective the next day,
Yeah.
better, calmer, more focused. And people that generally don't have a lot of sleep feel more anxious and feel more
Yeah.
stressed.
Yeah, I never thought about that, but I think maybe my lack of sleep is adding to being anxious.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you finding that at work you're a bit more irritable or short-tempered with your children or your colleagues or your the same?
Maybe more my family.
Okay.
Maybe they cop it.
Yeah.
Me being
Yeah.
tired. Yeah, no, at work and I'm pretty good with the kids. I think
Okay.
I'm a pretty patient person.
Okay.
So even if I'm tired or grumpy, I'm pretty okay with the kids.
Okay.
But I think my sister would cop it and my mum.
Okay, so the ones that are close to you.
Yeah, because they're the ones I get room to and complain to. And
Oh.
then, yeah.
Okay. Alright, so work's okay, you're able to keep calm and well paced.
Yeah.
But you will let off steam with your sister and your
Yeah.
mum. Okay.
Yeah.
That's actually a good thing to ask. You're 19 and relationships are really important for young adults. Forming loving, intimate relationships is a sign of success. And if you're not sort of going towards that, young adults can see themselves as that they're not sort of succeeding, perhaps even a failure. So tell me about some of your important relationships. What are they like?
I think the person I'm closest to is my mum.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're really close. We've always been close. Yeah, we spend a lot of time together. We're into all the same things too.
Okay.
So yeah, she's as weird as it sounds, she's probably my best friend. But then there's my sister.
Yes.
I spend a lot of time with her too. She's a very emotional person. So a lot of the time I'm talking through things with her, letting her let off some steam, and just she's also she's very needy, I'd say, very extroverted. So she doesn't like being home alone for more than 2 hours.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah,
Is
so
she younger than you?
No,
or-
she's older than me.
Okay.
But she's she's pretty needy. I think she's always been like that.
Okay.
I think my parents were always there when we were younger, and I went the opposite way. I was very independent, so I wanted more independence. And as soon as I started getting it, my license and job and studying, I started getting all this independence. I thrived in it, but she didn't like it.
So you're different that way.
Yeah,
She really likes to be looked after and being with people, whereas you like to perhaps carve your own identity
yeah.
and be the person that you want to be.
Yeah, not in a defiant kind of way,
Yeah.
but I think my parents know I like to be independent and they let me do that. But yeah, because of that difference, she likes to be dependent, I like to be independent,
Okay.
so often she is dependent on me.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's not too straining or draining or anything, so it's not that it's, I'm pulling all this weight on me because of her, but yeah, so I just say that I look after her a lot.
Okay, so it's a good relationship, you'd say.
Yeah.
It's actually a supportive relationship that you have with your sister. It's not too taxing. You're very close. You look after her in some aspects.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I look after her emotionally, and she looks after me with like the adult stuff. So
Okay.
teaching me how to do my tax and teaching me how to put petrol in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, things that like my parents have just forgotten to teach me. She'll be like, I'll tell you how to do it. So, yeah.
So it's a trade-off, isn't it?
Yeah.
Life experience you're getting from your sister, and your sister, you're there for her emotionally.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay, so your mum and your sister are really significant relationships.
Yeah.
Tell me about perhaps any romantic relationships. Do you have a boyfriend or?
No.
Okay.
I don't have a boyfriend. I don't really want one.
Okay.
Not in this stage of life.
Mhm.
I do want a boyfriend later on, but
Okay.
I've chosen this year to just focus on study.
Mm.
So I didn't want any distractions, and I'm 19. I'm young.
Yeah.
I think I have enough time to just chill out, and if a boyfriend comes along, then that's okay.
Yeah.
But for this year, I'm not focusing on getting one.
Okay. So you're happy being single.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Maybe
maybe
it's
part of my independent nature.
It could be. It could
Yeah.
be. But as you said, you're open to the idea, but you're certainly not defining yourself based on it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And what about other friends and family? You did mention in your form that you're struggling to prioritise some of your relationships at church.
Yeah, my best friend, her name's Emily.
Yep.
She goes to my church, so we met at church, and it's really hard to hang out with her. And it's really hard, like, to just hang out with everyone at church because I don't have time. So she lives 40 minutes away from me, and she doesn't drive. Only I drive, so we only see each other at church and youth on Friday night. But there's sometimes when work just won't let me make youth, so I'll see her maybe once a week.
Okay.
And I just feel like I can't really hang out after church. Like usually the young adults go and hang out. I feel like I'm too tired. I just want to go home and get everything done, get organised for Monday.
Okay.
Yeah, so I haven't been spending a lot of effort,
Okay.
using a lot of effort to hang out with people from church.
Yeah. So can you tell me more about your thoughts and your feelings when you're in that situation where you've got your friends, you want to spend time with them, but in the back of your head you're thinking, I've got all this stuff to do, I need to be responsible, and you choose to be responsible. Can you tell me more about what's going on inside?
Oh, it's kind of frustrating.
Okay, so you feel frustrated.
Yeah, I feel frustrated because it's like I wish I could just, sometimes I'm like, oh, I just want to quit so I can spend time with my friends and not have to worry about it. Most of my friends, they study part-time and don't work.
Mm.
Or
Yeah.
you know, and I'm studying full-time and working full-time, and they're all hanging out and having fun, and yeah, sometimes it just feels a little bit lonely.
Yeah.
Yes, because I just want to hang out with them, but
Yeah.
I know that I can't afford that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, it sounds like you're always weighing the pros and cons. This is what I want. This is what I have to do.
Yeah.
And then choosing what you have to do, and then feeling like sad about it, as you said,
Yeah.
lonely.
Yeah. And because I don't get to take the time out to invest into those relationships,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm not as close as everyone else is.
Yeah.
Kind of from the outside.
Yeah.
So then I feel like I don't even want to hang out with them because I miss so much already. They're already so close, and I feel like if I just go ahead and join in, I'm not gonna, I'm gonna feel a little bit out.
Yeah. So that sense of belonging is really important to you.
Yeah.
And you wish you had the time to invest in those relationships.
Yeah.
Okay. So there are a couple of things that are important to look at as part of our counselling plan. Definitely relationships are important as a young adult for you.
Yeah.
But it sounds like it's really important for you to study as well.
Yeah.
And work. How do you feel about work? Is that a priority for you?
It's, when I started in this year, I love my job. It's amazing. I feel like I have a purpose when I do that because I work at a Christian school, and I'm able to invest into those kids' lives, and I get to talk to them as well.
Yeah.
So I know things about their lives, and it makes them feel loved. And I know some of them come from families that they don't feel too much love from. So I love that so much. But this year was supposed to be a year that I focused on study, and lately I haven't been able to focus on study. So work, I love it, but it's taking up too much time.
Okay. Yeah. So that's sort of the big highlight for me when I'm hearing is work is taking up too much of my time.
Yeah.
Is there an end date to this busyness that you've experienced?
Well, the assessment and ranking will be finished tomorrow, which is really soon.
That's good.
Yeah, well, my part in it will be finished tomorrow. The other coordinator's part will be finished the next day. So after that, hopefully the regional managers and all of the other people that are coming in the offices will all be back off a little bit.
Yeah.
And hopefully I won't be called in early. I don't think I will.
Okay.
So hopefully within the next 2 days, it'll back off a little bit. But then I'm still working. 30 hours a week.
Okay.
After that.
And can you tell me about what you're thinking when you say I'm still working 30 hours? Like what's the emotions that are coming up?
It's too much.
Still too much.
Still too much. I'm still frustrated. I'm still tired. Just exhausted from it all.
Okay.
Just thinking in my head, I wish I could just, work, 10 hours a week like some of my friends. But with my job, you either work every day.
Okay.
Or most days, or you don't work at all.
Okay.
Because they want you to be able to be available at least 3 to 4 times a week.
So there's not much of a compromise with the hours of work. You either take it or leave it.
Yeah, just because I am ongoing.
Yeah.
So they really would like me there. Yeah.
Okay. So the good bits is what I'm hearing is you enjoy it. You're adding value. They appreciate you. They want you to work all the time. They obviously trust you.
Yeah.
But it is too much. That's what I'm hearing. It's really taking a toll on your rest, sleep, your relationships that are important to you, and your studies.
Yeah.
I haven't asked you about that. How's your studies? Are you on top of it, or are you?
Yeah, I managed to get on top of it, but at a consequence.
Yeah.
I'm staying up all night, to try and get everything done, which isn't good. I'd rather put study first and then put work later. But I can't exactly change my work hours to night time.
Okay.
So but I really love studying. I love what I'm studying. I really love what I'm doing, and I'm learning so much. I just wish there was more of an opportunity for me to really invest my time into it.
Okay. Yeah. So, how would you rank in terms of your priorities with the three things we've discussed? Work, relationships, and study. What's number 1 and 2 and 3? One being the most important for you.
Is that what I've been prioritising lately?
Or
is that what I'd like to?
What you'd like to, ideally.
Study, number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Relationships, number 2.
Okay.
And then number 3, work.
Work. Okay. Alright.
Yeah.
So, that's great. Thank you for that. So, having priorities is set, in a clear way can help you make decisions that will work towards that desired outcome. And we'll go through that later on in our sessions.
Okay.
But I just am so curious about, again, back to your health. I want to find out about ways that you have in the past tried to relax and unwind.
Okay. Well, I love to read. So I read books a lot to relax.
Mm-hmm.
Every Saturday night, I've been trying to do this lately as like a self-care thing. I haven't really written it down, but maybe I should. Every Saturday night, I light up my whole bath with candles and salt lamps and all these pretty things.
Lovely.
And I get a bath bomb and I have a bath.
Oh,
And I have my laptop out on the stand and I just watch a movie or watch
Yeah.
some preaching.
yeah.
And then I'll just do that for 2 hours. I'll just stay there for 2 hours. I'll
Yeah.
put in a hair mask. I'll just really just pamper myself.
Pamper yourself.
Yeah, and so those 2 hours really, I can just feel the difference. Even if I want to sleep, I do it because
Okay.
it's just rest.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like you've got really good self-care techniques. I mean, it's great to be in a bubble bath with candles, dim salt
so
lamps,
nice.
and preaching. It sort of nurtures the soul.
Yeah.
Just really just nurturing yourself is such a good thing, and you've definitely got the techniques and the strategies.
Yeah.
I guess it's the time to do that. You're
Yeah.
just feeling rushed up, I said.
Yeah, and really just reminding myself, hey, no, you need to do this. Like
Yeah.
even on a Saturday night, I have things to do
Yeah.
for work, but I'll just remind myself, like just leave it. Okay, it's not the end of the world. Just go.
Yeah.
Just go have a bath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now that you've talked about preaching, I'd love to find out more about your spirituality. You mentioned you were Christian. Do you go to church?
Yeah, I go to church.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where most of my relationships are.
Okay.
I'm not really friends with many people from school anymore. Didn't really have a lot in common with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand. Especially, were you from a Christian school?
I went to a public school
Okay.
throughout high school.
All right. So there was that difference in
Yeah.
values,
Yeah.
being.
Yeah, they wanted to go clubbing every weekend, and I've never set foot in a club, and I don't want to.
Yeah.
So yeah, it kind of fell out
Mhm.
of friendship. I'm still, it wasn't anything bad. I'll still hang out with them.
Yeah.
I don't think there'd be much to talk about.
Yeah. It's just nothing. Well, not a lot more in common than
Yeah.
your Christian friends.
Yeah.
Okay. So, how would you describe your link with God?
I think I have a good relationship with God. Yeah. I grew up in a Christian family. So my family's Christian, and my dad was always really theological. My mum was always really spiritual. So I got to see the different sides of it, and when I was 16, I think I really started to have my own relationship with God. I just decided, like, I learned who he was, like who I see him as. I always use this analogy to my friends. You can, know of Bob on the street, and you can know of his favourite things and his favourite food, and you can know the things he likes to do and the things that he said. But unless you actually go and talk to Bob, unless you spend time with Bob, you're not actually going to know Bob. Like, you're not going to actually know him. You're not going to have a relationship with him.
That is so true.
Yeah.
That's such a good description.
Yeah, so I just, realised when I was 16, unless I really invest into my own relationship with God, unless I spend time with him every day, and, get to know him like I know a friend, I'm never going to know him, I'm going to know of him. So, yeah, that started when I was 16.
Wow, and you're 19,
Yeah.
so that's 3 years of moving closer and closer to Jesus.
Yeah, it feels like so much longer because throughout my whole childhood, I knew Jesus like he was my friend. Like, my mum really just explained
Yeah.
who Jesus was, like he was my friend.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. We'll just stop that. So, we might just end the recording there, Linda, because it's 30 minutes. But we're just assuming that we'll just keep going doing these assessment questions. Thank you, Ashley.
Thank you.
Yeah, and yeah, I hope this works.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. Sorry, I could go on with you, but I'm just like
Okay.
weary of the time.